Hello guys, we are finally here to watch comeback of EVERGLOW. EVERGLOW are back after 2 years since a zombie under a new label and with their brand new extended play called God. We will be reacting to same name title track called, and I already heard the rest of the discography, which are like 3 songs: Can Be Broken, Focus and Breakout. I'll be like telling my review about that songs, about those songs later, and I'll be like do some quick ranking. And guys, support this comeback. There are 2 MVs already out, like 2 MVs to that same song. EVERGLOW released this MV on their official channel and also in channel of Warner Music Korea, I believe. And I believe fans are decided to stream or watch support MV on their official channel. So I'll be leaving the link here in the comment section. Stream this version, stream this MV, because we are really focusing on that on this video, on that stream. EVERGLOW really needs some support, not just from devoted fans, but from casual fans, from fans of their different fandoms. And this is not group who is eating rainbow to their breakfast. EVERGLOW is a group which had to overcome many obstacles in the past. Due mainly because their former agency, UA Entertainment, which is called different now, YH Entertainment or something like that. There were several hiatuses, there were lack of promo, there wasn't any income to EVERGLOW members, they didn't receive payment. So guys, please, I'm begging you, support this comeback. I'm curious about this title track, because I have to say right now, the rest of the discography, that those 3 songs which I named before, are extremely good. It's EVERGLOW in their former glory. That sound is really powerful. The tracks are a little bit shorter ones, but never mind, because this comeback it's very slapping me. So great one, guys. Let's check this out. EVERGLOW God. I'm curious. MV looks pretty great, some sort of apocalypse or something. I'm curious about the budget, because their new label Cheetah Company is a small one. Therefore, support this comeback, guys, please. Okay, let's check this out. Oh, sorry. I was so okay, we haven't subtitles. Oh, that's a shame. I was so focusing on that visual and on the sound that I didn't notice. I haven't turned on lyrics. So sorry for that. Lyrics aren't available. Why is that? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Okay, never mind. So I'll be checking lyrics later. There will be some translation from Genius website or something. So yeah, without lyrics. Choreo looks great. Damn, just angel swings. Wow, Yu's voice sounds different. Wow. Guys, I have to say that MV is surprisingly good. Look, wow, look at this shot, and look at the score, written on that Yu's face. By the way, the previous line which I commented, it sounds really different from usual tone of Yu's voice. So that was pretty cool. But this MV looks great. Honestly, it looks pretty great. I love this, neon background city reminds me La Di Da, obviously. The score written over the EU's face looks great. There are also like sick transitions by the music side. It sounds sort of like, you know, some mixture of big plays from aespa and OOTD from Dreamcatcher. Sounds good. Sounds very good. These transitions are sick, guys. Yeah. Damn. No, guys, I will like replay once again. So this was a bridge. Wow, this song is pretty short, like 2 minutes 38 seconds. But we already received 2 choruses. We are like heading into third chorus, and we also received a bridge. That's awesome. Like they, all of these aspects they squeezed into this short length, which is cool. And on the received part in the bridge, which is cool. Finally. It seems to me, I wasn't like, you know, checking some like distribution. Obviously, this is my first watching of this song and first hearing. But like it sounds to me like these lines distributions are more fair like in the previous times, obviously. And even with the rest of the songs can be broken. Obviously, it's pretty good with that line distribution. So like yeah, this sounds pretty more fair. And wow, that bridge was cool. Sorry, I just want to like, you know, replay the transition because this was really good. This one? This one? I don't know. Sorry? Great. Great. Damn. Nice. That code in the background, you know, that sound effect code, you know, like, you know, that computer sound, like of that phrase was pretty cool. Oh, yeah, this is the end. Those, like, you know, laser ending was pretty damn good. Like, I really enjoyed this part. Wow. Right now, I'm watching Pure Chaos. This was a pure chaos, guys, but like in a good way. Wow, what a comeback! So this was a same name title track of this, you know, of this extended play, fourth extended play of Everglow. Finally, like we received something else than just like, you know, single albums. This is the first extended play since. Which was it? Return of the Girl, right? With the Pirate as a title track. So yeah, we finally received something. So this was a code. I must say, like, I really enjoy this electronic sound or something like that. It's like it has that chord of Everglow. There is that, you know, powerful sound, but it's slightly bit something different. Not just so much different as Zombie, because like Zombie was very, you know, step away from their usual production. But I love Zombie, but like especially B-side Colors. That's my most favorite track of Everglow, probably, alongside with La Di Da and Untouchable. But this one, you know, it holds some, signature sound of Everglow. There is like, still that core of Everglow sounds, but also like there's a different approach, maybe like more modern, and yeah, it reminds me some of like, mixture of Whiplash from aespa and OTD, especially that MV. OTD from Dreamcatcher. I really love that MV, and I also love this MV. And really, it's really surprising how high quality this MV holds. It surprised me, and I'm glad for it. This is actually Everglow, like, yeah, during the pirate era, because Slave, I enjoyed Slay. I haven't like, die hard forever. Everglow is one of my is my the best group alongside with Girls' Generation. Girls' Generation was my first group, when I got into K-pop in 2012, and Everglow was like, my returning into K-pop when I was like, done with that post stuff, and then like Everglow debuted with Bonbon Chocolate, and I was like back again into rabbit hole, and I consumed like not just like obviously Everglow, like everything, but Everglow and Girls' Generation are my like two tops group in my heart, in my musical heart from K-pop, and yeah, like I was in the concert. Uh, how many years? 2 or 3 years ago in Warsaw. I hope I can like, see them again, and this was truly great. Let's review all of the tracks, guys. Uh, yeah, I think like I need to more listening of this one. I'll be like, streaming as hell, guys. I'll be like, streaming as hell. And I really enjoyed it. I mean, it was energetic, powerful, and really throw me back into pirate era, because like I think I didn't finish. Left it unfinished, it, right? That my quote about, Slay and Zombie. So like Slay, even though it was like great to me. It was a little bit outdated sound, right? That was because like that song really, came from 2021 or like 2020, and it was like, in Everglow's world waiting to release, and they released it 2023 after almost 2 year long hiatus. So yeah, that sound was a little bit outdated, and a lot of people were complaining about some specific lyric meanings. For example, Slay Crazy Sexy Cool, that was like, the most criticized verse. But I generally love Slay's comeback with all of the B-sides, make me feel, and oh my god, I believe. Then Zombie, again criticized because it doesn't sound like Everglow. So like, some fans were upset that Everglow like still releasing the same thing like with the Slay, right? And then they were like complaining that they are trying a different approach. But to me, Zombie was excellent R&B horror song with colors, which is amazing. Some, but again, it was like a different approach, and this one is more pushing Everglow like into their roots, but with slightly a little bit of a different sound, with modern sound, modern visuals. So this is to me like sort of like reborn of Everglow, and all of the B-sides in this discography are truly gems. I have to say, on the first place is to me Breakout. I really enjoying Breakout. But it's very close with Can Be Broken. Can Be Broken wrote every members of Everglow together, and it's so good. Those are like two sides of Everglow, because like Everglows are truly like queen in loud music, in loud girl crush concepts, but they are also like queens in releasing great B-sides with this like feeling as has Can Be Broken. For example, Back Together, Hush, Untouchable. So this sound is truly also great for Everglow. So Breakout and Can Be Broken are on the same, on the top of this discography. Then Focus. No. Maybe this one. I don't know. Focus is the most richest song of all of these four. It's also the longest one, and like there's a many like great musical aspects, and I believe like Focus is the most richest one. Yeah, I believe it is. And I don't know like if I should like place God like on the fourth place, but it doesn't mean like it's a bad song, guys. This comeback is to me personally. I'm biased, by the way. I think I can be like objective on my the most favorite group. I'm biased, obviously, and I love Everglow's son. So yeah, but to me personally, this comeback is extremely strong in comparing with the last two comebacks, last two comebacks. Yeah, with Slay and Zombie, like all my girls and Zombie. Um, this one is truly strong, and having like God on the fourth place, it doesn't mean this is like weak track, because like God is better than most of the tracks which Everglow released in past 4 years. So yeah, to me personally, this is better than Pirate, better than better than Zombie, better than Slay. So yeah, it doesn't mean like it's a bad song. It's a great. I enjoy that MV. There's a great hook during that chorus. During the chorus, there's a great hook and it's catchy. I think with more listenings, this will be even better and better. Guys, please support Everglow, support Code. I will leave the link to that MV which we are like this streaming probably. It's on the official channel currently. It has slightly bit higher views, but like it's out already. I don't know, like 1 hour. So I'm like curious how this will be like proceeding in the next upcoming hours. But please support this video and also check the discography. The discography is also on different channel on YouTube Music. On YouTube Music, there's like currently two Everglow's accounts.